Hey guys, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in quite a while. I've not been very well recently and I just haven't really had the time. And I did try to make a few videos, but they just didn't turn out very well, so I didn't upload them. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys that my minifee Chloe has finally come in. And she's absolutely beautiful. I adore her, like, so much more than I thought I would. She is amazing. I don't even know what it is about her, just everything is perfect. Her posing ability, her face, she just seems so real and alive, and I love her. I'm so happy with her and her character and everything. So I kind of wanted to make a video for you guys explaining kind of the character ideas I have for her and my story and everything that I'm gradually coming up with. And because I haven't really made a video telling you guys anything about what I've imagined for this story, and I thought it would be interesting since I was just thinking about it, and I thought, oh, it'd be really cool to just say all my ideas and stuff, even if they sound really crap right now, but I just think it would be nice to tell you guys. So basically the idea I had for her originally, I've kind of changed her character from what it was meant to be originally, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the change, but that's how it is for now. Originally she was going to be one of two girls with amnesia who get left in the forest, and they just wake up like somewhere deep in the woods one day, and they can't remember anything about their past or anything. They can still remember how to speak and how to like do basic things, but they can't remember anything about themselves. And usually what happens with people with amnesia, they have people around them who know them to tell them that, oh, you've got amnesia, or you're forgetting things, and oh, this was your life before and stuff. But since they're in a completely isolated area, they don't get any of that, so they just believe that that is when they come into existence. Because I was thinking that would be a really interesting idea, like what if you did just wake up one day in the forest and you couldn't remember anything, and there was no one from your life before to tell you that you had a life before. You might just think, oh, I've just started existing right now. You wouldn't even necessarily question it, since you wouldn't know anything about the world or anything. And I thought that was a really interesting idea to kind of play with. So there's these two girls, they wake up in the woods and they just believe that their existence starts then, and they start to build a life together in the woods, and they have this great communication with animals and everything. They live like completely with nature, and they build like a shelter kind of cabin, and they live there together and find their own resources and completely live off the forest. And this turns out to be all part of an experiment by the government or something, where they want to find out that if people didn't know anything about the world, how we would sort of develop from there. Because, I mean, this might be a kind of dystopian sort of story, because maybe something has gone wrong with the government or something, or it's too corrupt to turn back or something. I know that sounds really depressing, but it's just sort of vague ideas right now. But that's sort of what I've been thinking. So that's the reason for them having that. I didn't have a reason at first, but now I'm thinking it'll be something like an experiment by the government. But it's a sort of secret experiment, like no one knows about it. And this girl, these two girls, their names are going to be, I think, Cecily and Morgan. and I wanted Cecily to be minifee Chloe, which I originally intended her to be, and then I wanted Morgan to be minifee Rhea. And now I've kind of changed her character, because I've come up with the idea that Cecily originally had a twin sister, and this is her sister, and she will either be called Emily or Emmeline, I think. And she doesn't know anything about how her sister disappeared. She just thinks she was kidnapped, or she just ran away or something. Like, her and her family know nothing about what actually happened to their sister, because the government just picked 2 people at random and decided to take their memories away and put them in place. And they wouldn't tell anyone, obviously, because people would object to it. So it's kind of one of these like corrupt government things. And so I'm guessing she goes looking for her sister, or maybe not. Maybe there's like a situation of danger she gets put in. She finds herself in the woods or something, and then gets rescued by her sister, and then realizes it's her sister. I'm not quite sure, as I haven't had time to think about it enough. But it's basically just sort of sketchy guidelines at the minute for the story. And I have another character who I'm thinking I'm going to call Fractal, who I originally intended my Lazuli, which I was going to change her name for that character, but my Dream of Doll Petra that I have, I was going to intend that character for her, but now seeing these 2 together, they look really strange together because they're such different styles and they just don't fit together. So I'm thinking I'm going to sell my Petra and get another minifee for that character. I was thinking minifee Celine maybe. And this is a girl who she has like special powers, and when her mother gives birth to her, like, it's powers through her eyes, I'm thinking, because I got her these, it came from getting her these beautiful Oscar eyes, and they just look like sort of fragments of ice and glass and stuff. So when she looks at people, she can't control it, she just freezes them. And so I'm thinking when her mother gives birth to her, when her mother first holds her, her mother dies because she gets frozen by this stare of her baby, and her baby doesn't mean it or anything, it's just that she can't control what she's been given. And due to this, her mother dying and everything, her father can't forgive her and doesn't want to sort of deal with any of that, and he tries to kill her, but because he thinks she's some sort of abnormality, which I guess she is, but he thinks she's like unholy or something. I'm guessing her family is like kind of Christian and stuff. And then I don't know, I think someone will like find him and stop him or something, and then she gets taken to an orphanage, and she gets like special glasses made for her that kind of block the like sort of the energy from her eyes connecting with anything. So when she's wearing the glasses, she's fine. I know it sounds a bit like a sketchy idea right now, but yeah, and I'm figuring she will find all these girls as well and become friends with them. And I've also got an idea for a guy to be with her as well. But she's like a really sweet sort of personality, but everyone sort of hates her and is afraid of her, and because of her power. And it's like completely contrasting with her personality, because she's got these sort of icy cold powers, and her herself on the inside is a really warm, kind person. And so she has to deal with like sort of appearing to be something which she isn't really on the inside, and finding people who will accept her for who she is, which she does in the end. So that's basically what I've got so far. Obviously it's not a huge development of story, but I've only started thinking about it really recently, and I just wanted to tell you guys about it because I haven't really said anything about it at all. I know this has been a bit of a long video, but I just wanted to explain everything. And yeah, so I was thinking if I did get another doll for Cecily's character, if my minifee Chloe is going to be Emily or Emmeline, her twin, then I was thinking I would eventually get another minifee Chloe and possibly paint her face myself to be slightly different and more kind of as if she'd been in the woods for a long time, so that it would be more sort of true to the story and so that they'd look a bit different as well, because there's not really much point in having a doll, like two dolls that look exactly the same. So those are my ideas for the moment, and those are my plans. I'm hoping in the summer maybe to make another doll order. I'm trying to save my money up so that I can maybe buy 2 more minifee girls in the summer. At least one, hopefully. And yeah, it's really inspiring me, and it's really exciting, and I can't wait to develop the story more because I'm really becoming passionate about it, and it's really I'm studying illustration in university as well, so it's really helping inspire my sort of creativity and everything in that, even though it's unrelated, but it just, that feeling of passion and inspiration just helps me get a lot more ideas. So these dolls just really help me creatively. They really help to come up with new ideas and just go for it, really. And yeah, sorry it's been a bit long-winded video, guys, but I hope you enjoyed my story so far, and if you have any ideas or anything, I'd be happy to hear them. And yeah, this is my new girl, and she's beautiful, and I love her to bits. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye!